Hey y'all, welcome to day 15 of our 31 Days of Shadow Work series. I'm Keandra and I'm so excited that you are still on this shadow work journey with me. So welcome to week 3, y'all, where we'll be discussing money, financial struggles, and breaking cycles. So as usual, we're going to have a brand new prompt every single day where you explore your shadows to help you enhance your healing journey. So today's prompt is all about your beliefs and money. So today's prompt is all about your money beliefs and your family. So remember, this is a safe space for self-discovery. And so take your time with yourself and be gentle. Let's get into it. So today's prompt is, what money beliefs did you inherit from your family and how do they affect you now? So I talked about this before in one of the previous videos. So the money beliefs that I inherited from my family was definitely about lack. And the reason why I want you to explore the money beliefs that you inherited, because the beliefs that you inherit from your family are going to have a lot to do with how you manage money now, how you feel about money now, what you believe about money now. Some of us grew up the way that I did and in poverty and on Section 8 and on food stamps and on Medicaid. Like, some of y'all grew up the same way I did. So your beliefs about money was lack. Some of y'all grew up on farms and y'all were buying tractors. Some of y'all grew up in nice big houses and your parents always had money for things, and you always was in the newest clothes, the newest shoes. You always had the newest devices. Like, some of y'all grew up with money, or it seemed as if you had money. I think that's a big belief that even in the Black community that we need to talk about, because some of our parents was making a way and never told us they were broke. Some of our parents never made it clear that they were growing up broke, or that you were growing up struggling, because it never looked that way. It never looked like your parents didn't have money. It never looked like you didn't have the things that you need. But what you didn't realize is they were sacrificing some of their own things, some of their own desires, some of their own wants to make sure you could go to the movies, to make sure you could get the shoes, the clothes, the phone, the whatever the case may be, the trips. Like, they were making sure you had certain things so that way you didn't have to go without. So I think that's important to explore too, because sometimes when our parents don't talk to us about money growing up, because my parents didn't talk to me about money, I just knew we didn't have it. I just knew it wasn't a lot of money there. So when your parents don't talk to you about money, but you always have all the things, and then you get older and you find yourself struggling with money, it's probably because there were no conversations about money being had in your household. So since you always had everything you needed, that's the mindset that you had, was that, oh, I'll always be taken care of. I'll always be good. But then you probably turn 18, or you turn 21, or you turn 25, or whatever marker it was in your life. And your parents were like, well, this car insurance is your responsibility now. This phone bill is your responsibility now. I need help with the rent now. Like, when you became an adult, you probably learned that, oh, okay, it may not have been as sweet as I thought it was, as a kid. So you want to start addressing your money beliefs and that you inherited from your family based on how you were raised. And you want to start asking, how does that affect you now? Like, how do those beliefs affect you now? I talked about in my previous video where I had a lack mindset with money for a very long time. Like, for a very long time, it was like only certain people had access to money, and I just wasn't one of them. Like, that was my belief system. And in order for me to increase my finances, because I told y'all I went through that period of time last year, I was like, I'm not accepting any job less than $60,000. Like, this is the amount of money I know I can take care of me and my son without any support from anyone around me. This is all that I'm taking. That required me to completely change my view of money. That required me to completely shift how I talk about money and how I interact with money. I'm really big on money affirmations. I love the saying, money loves me, money's attracted to me, money loves coming to me. Like, I love saying those things to myself, but that was not something I knew growing up. I didn't know to talk about money in that way. When I grew up, it was more so like, I ain't got it. I'm broke, girl. Like, dang, I wish I had it, or I can't go because I don't have no money. Like, it was always, I don't have it. I ain't got it. Maybe next week, or maybe after I get paid. Like, that was always my belief about money, because that's what I heard growing up. That's how people talked about money growing up. And it took me breaking that cycle for myself, and even for my son. My son's name is Rich. Y'all know I call him my rich best friend. I'm never going to call him my broke best friend. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with people doing that. I'm just not. I call him my rich best friend because I want him to already have that mindset about money, is that he's rich. He got it. I'm rich. It's cool. I call myself his rich mama because I'm rich as mama. Like, my whole the way that I talk about money is completely different now. Even when people are talking about money around me, I cut it. I nip it in the bud. Like, if they talk about money in a lack, I go ahead and shift that conversation right on there. Like, nope, say it a different way. Like, you may not have it right. One of my favorite sayings is, I am in between blessings. So never say that you're broke. Never say you don't have no money. Never say you don't have it. You can say, I'm in between blessings. I remember telling this guy that I was dating. When we first started dating, I was broke as hell. Like, I remember when he first slid in my DMs, I couldn't even message him. I was so broke because I was like, I gotta get some money. Like, I gotta focus. And he didn't know. Literally, I've known him for 2 years. He didn't know literally until this year when I told him that when we met, I was broke. He was like, dang, really? I would have never known. Exactly. You would have never known. So start asking yourself, what money beliefs did you inherit from your family, and how are they impacting you to this day? Again, if you participate in the journey, make sure you use the hashtag 31 Days of Shadow Work and tag me at Keandra Ware. We are going to continue week 3 tomorrow for day 16, where we are continuing our conversation about financial struggles, money, and breaking cycles. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow.